And hello everybody, welcome back to episode number 53 of the CheckX series. If you're new here, as I say every day, CheckX series is pretty much about me, your host. I've been talking about everything that Elon could possibly post on X the day before. Today we're going to talk about what Elon posted yesterday on Tuesday, January 20th, 2026, And we're pretty much going to get right into this. He posted a decent, not in the triple digits, but I do not recall, but he did post quite a bit on X, I think, or on politics, I think like a little over 50 times, I believe. But we're pretty much going to get right into this, not to keep the intro too long. Starting off with Tesla and artificial intelligence. Talking about the AI 5 chip and Dojo 3. Elon announced that the AI 5 chip design is in good shape, allowing Tesla to restock work on the Dojo 3 supercomputer. Elon also noted that cheap chips are necessary to deploy large-scale AI in space because using existing options would cost more dollars than actually existing. And also in terms of the C-flat number format to increase efficiency, Tesla engineers developed a new number format called C-flat. Elon explained that the number of bits decreases, that as the number of bits decreases, the distinction between floats and integers diminishes until it disappears at 1 bit. And also in terms of FSD, before we move on to X and XAI, Elon acknowledged positive reactions from Koreans experiencing FSD for the first time and reposted a video of a car he launched into space, noting it could remain intact for over 10 million years, talking about the Tesla Roadster. And moving on, obviously, to X, formerly Twitter, and XAI. In terms of algorithm improvements, Elon admitted the X algorithm sucks and it is currently dumb, but he emphasizes that X is the only company showing its struggles with code transparency. And Elon also clarified that the algorithm is built by the XAI engineering team, not individual product managers. Additionally, Elon noted that X is streamlining its coding languages to just Rust and Python. Elon also discussed how mass block lists, historically used by liberals, might be de-boosting conservative accounts. Elon also stated the algorithm needs to let older blocks fade over time. And also, Elon reposted a theory that XAI could become the world's most valuable company and suggested that harnessing solar power for AI and robotics could lead to a 1,000x return on investment, which is going to be crazy. And a quick little thing to plug in about SpaceX and infrastructure before we move on to the politics section of this video. Talking about SpaceX and infrastructure, Elon confirmed that the SpaceX team barely managed to scrape together a fourth Falcon 1 rocket before running out of money, which ultimately saved the company. Elon also highlighted that Hyundai Glovis is installing Starlink across its 45 ship fleet, significantly reducing data download times at sea, And I'm obviously moving on, like I said, to the U.S. election integrity and politics criticism stuff. Talking about the SAVE Act, which has been a big topic. Elon heavily advocated for the SAVE Act, which includes photo ID and proof of citizenship for voting. Elon also argued that without voter ID, democracy is a lie, and supported in-person voting on paper ballots. And in terms of the Democratic single-party rule, Elon reposted a 9-point theory alleging that Democrats are flooding the country with illegal immigrants to increase their congressional apportionment and electoral power. And in terms of Virginia legislation, Elon criticized Virginia Democrats for introducing bills to ban hand-counting ballots and to eliminate mandatory minimum sentences for violent crimes like rape and child graffiti. Moving on. Elon also suggested that he would only support waiving the filibuster to pass an election integrity act. And moving on to crime and social justice, Elon condemned protesters in St. Paul for interfering with ICE agents who were attempting to arrest convicted sex offenders, labeling the protection of child predators as pure evil. And Elon also criticized the sealing of criminal records in Illinois, claiming Democrats are making criminals their clientele, And Elon also engaged with content regarding the Department of Justice, potentially charging Don Lemon for allegedly inciting a church raid. And in terms of international issues and energy, before we pretty much wrap up the episode, Elon reposted content suggesting that the German government now admits he was right years ago when he warned them not to shut down their nuclear power plants. Elon also expressed support for El Salvador's approach to crime, agreeing that locking up obvious thugs stops crime. Elon also commented great regarding the possibility of Germany leaving the EU if the AfD wins future elections. And ladies and gentlemen, that pretty much wraps up this episode number 53 of the CheckX series. If you guys made it all the way to the end, I appreciate you guys for watching. If you guys do get, if I can take a little bit more of your time to drop a like, drop a comment, and subscribe if you can. And if you guys have even more time out of your day that I could steal, I recommend going and watching back some of the other episodes. Obviously not all of them because there's 50 of them by now. Can't believe you made it this far, by the way. Thank you to everyone who has been a long-term watcher of the series. And if you aren't and you enjoyed this episode, welcome to the party. And yeah, I'll see you guys later.